Hey everyone, welcome to Hunters Connect. Today we're going to cover how to clean the barrel on your shotgun after you've been to the range or in the field. A few things you're going to need are bore cleaner, gun oil, a soft bore brush, a copper brush, and some sort of rag or an old t-shirt that we're going to use to help clean out that barrel. First step to clean the barrel of your shotgun is to remove the barrel. On this is a very basic pump shotgun. You're going to unscrew this cap, and out pops the barrel. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a bore brush. We're just going to get it, dip it into the bore cleaner a little bit, the same bore cleaner that we used when we did the rifle cleaning video. Now that the brush has the bore cleaner on it, we're just going to run it down the barrel, back to front, give it a couple passes. We're going to let that barrel sit for 5 or 10 minutes and just allow that bore cleaner to break up any of the debris that's built up in your barrel. So the next step is we're going to take a bore brush and get that on the end of our rod. This is a 12 gauge shotgun, so we're using the 12 gauge size brush, copper brush, and the bore brush. So we'll dip this copper brush in the bore cleaner as well, knock off the excess. So now we've got our copper brush on the end of the rod. We're going to do the same thing we did with the soft bore brush. Start at the back, guide that through, and just give it a few passes to help break up any of that debris that's built up in your barrel. Now that that barrel's had some time to soak and break up that debris, we've run the copper brush through it to knock some of that stuff loose. What I like to do is you can use a gun cleaning rag or a shop rag, but oftentimes I'll just take an old t-shirt, and you can see this one's been through the ringer a little bit, but I'll just tear off thin strips from this shirt and use that to run down the barrel. Some people like to use a barrel snake, some people will just use the brush, but I like to just have stuff that's disposable that I can run through there and get rid of and not worry about excess buildup on those implements. So we're going to sneak this t-shirt through this end piece here. And just like before, we're going to run it back to front, pass it through, run it again. On your first pass, that's going to pull the whole t-shirt through. On the bottom here, you'll see that there's still some in the barrel. What I like to do is not pull it out all the way and then push it back so that fabric builds up and gives you a tighter seal on the end of that barrel. So we can see this is super dark, a lot of gunk on there. Take that off. So we're going to tear a new strip. And we're just going to repeat this process until that t-shirt comes out clean. The last rag came out almost completely clean. It's a smooth bore shotgun, and when I held it up to the light, there was no debris left in that barrel. It was sparkling, but there was still a little bit of stuff on the rag. So something to remember is that on a lot of shotguns, most shotguns are threaded in the front for a choke tube. And a lot of times in those threads, you'll get a buildup of debris. So instead of running through that whole process again, we're just going to focus on the front end of this barrel. And we're going to take that brush that we started with and just get it to where those threads are and scrub that out a little bit. That's where a lot of times you'll get a buildup that you won't be able to see in the rest of the barrel. So we use the soft brush first, then we'll move to the copper brush to get into those grooves where that choke tube goes. Just give it a good scrub. And then we'll go back to a strip of a cloth or t-shirt. And you can see all that extra debris coming out of there. That rag went through the whole barrel before and was mostly clean, and that's all new material in there. Now we're just going to take a clean rag, put that on the end, pull it through, try to get it even on both sides. We're just going to add a little bit of oil to this rag. We'll run this through the barrel. So now that we've run oil through the barrel, for the last step, we're going to take a clean, dry rag, put that on the end, and we're just going to use that to soak up any excess oil that's left in that barrel. Now we're going to take a clean rag, put a little bit of oil on it. We're going to give that barrel a good wipe down. This just helps keep rust and other stuff from building up. So now we're going to take a clean rag that's dry, no oil on it, and wipe down that barrel again just to remove any excess that's on there. You don't want this thing to be soaked in oil when you put it away and when you take it out, but just make sure that you got a little bit on there to help prevent rust from building up and keep that barrel in good working condition. So then to put it back on, you'll just line up where that barrel inserts, slide it in a little bit, and then let it just seat over your slide. Put your cap back on, and you're ready to hunt. Hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching Hunters Connect.